How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a glorious day. Today, we're going to take a look at how I was able to get almost 31,000 capital peak points from only attacking Barbarian camps, and how hopefully, after watching this video, you can also get similar results. The points will vary on the amount of points available on the base themselves, but the strategy we're going to be going over is the air version of the graveyard spam strategy. So what it entails is setting up the base on the first attack with air. You want to make sure that you have your graveyards over some of the rocket artilleries and the air bombs. Then you want to clear a path for your balloons to try and get them as close into the core of the base as possible. So usually that involves bringing, a couple of the rams, a couple of barbarians to clear out some of the trash buildings, maybe some minions, and then trying to deploy your balloons. Pretty much one pack per defense, sometimes two if it's a Tesla or an air bombs or rock artillery. But really you're just trying to get around 30-40% destruction on the first attack, and you're trying to clear out at least 2 out of the 5 big splash targeting defenses. So if you can get 1 rocket artillery and 1 air bombs, you're doing good. If you can get 2 air bombs, you're doing pretty good. The more you can get, the better. So here we've cleared out this whole left-hand side of the base, and we have taken out 1 of the rocket artilleries and I believe 1 of the air bombs, so we are doing perfectly well. Got 34%, right on track. So now it makes for a very easy cleanup. There's 6,800 points available, so it is a bit on the higher end side. Typically, any amount of points under, I'd say like 8,000, if you're a maxed out capital peak 10, you should have a pretty good shot if you have met those previous criteria. So here we can see that the back end rock artillery is already around half health, and we're going to just start swarming this left hand side of the base. We are going to get hit with some pretty nasty air bomb hits, but as the balloons go closer into the core of the base, we do take out that one on the left hand side of the district hall. So now all that's left is that rock artillery, which just went down. Now this last air bombs. Now I'm deploying some stuff on the other side of the base to sort of help distract and create multiple groups of balloons going into that last air bombs. I was hoping that pack of balloons would target the air bombs themselves. They did get split up above to get the rapid rockets. So now we have our last pack of balloons, takes out the air bombs. It's very, very close, but we were able to take it out. So now all that's left is the cleanup. And we were able to fully take out the Barbarian camp in 2 hits. Now that is the goal, is to try and take out the Barbarian camp in 2 shots. It is possible, and I do recommend using the air strategy since there are a lot of ground defenses on the Barbarian camp itself. So now we'll take a look at a couple more replays. These ones are more of the sort of isolated box compartments, somewhat more of like the standard layouts that have not been moved at all. So again, we're going to be deploying the graveyards over the rocket artilleries, and then in this case, since there is this exposed air bombs and rocket artillery on the front side, I decided to put a graveyard on the back end just to sort of start working on that air defense. So clearing out some of the trash buildings with the barbarians and breaking through a couple of the walls with the rams. Now we deploy 3 packs of balloons on this sort of unchanged left-hand side so it can get through the Tesla, the rocket artillery, and blast the remainder of the defenses. We have 1 pack of balloons going for the air bombs. That destroys that. Then we have 1 more air bombs to destroy on this left-hand side, which we take out with a pack of rocket balloons and a lightning sap spell. So we have done a really good job. We've taken out 2 of the air bombs and 1 of the rocket artilleries. So pretty much nothing left now, just to try and get as much destruction on the base as possible. Our goal is just going to be to try and push in from this left-hand side to get closer to the rock artillery and to the central air bombs. So now we can sort of deploy the graveyards wherever we want, just to sort of assist and to help distract. I use the zap spell on the rocket artillery just to damage it up a little bit more. Starting with the pack of minions. And then we start deploying the rocket balloons. I want the minions to start working because I need some of these trash buildings to get destroyed, so that as we push deeper into the base, we can still bring up the deployment. We do get a nice opening on this left-hand side once that quadrant was destroyed. Now we can directly target the rock artillery and take out that quadrant up top. The air skeletons nearly take out the air bombs, just not quite close enough, so we do have our pack of balloons. We're able to sneak in and get off the last shots. And just like that, the entire Barbarian camp is destroyed, nothing left but the cleanup. So we're going to be taking a look at one more example. Sort of the examples getting easier and easier, I believe. Take a look here at raid number 3. And you can see that, I mean, if you watch my channel, we do this every single weekend because we love attacking those barbarian camps. Find them very, very easy. And really, most importantly, is, I mean, it's fun for myself to try and do it, but also we help out the clan most importantly, because how many of your clanmates take 4, 5, 6 or more hits attacking a barbarian camp? Their attacks are just better used on other districts. So if you can two-shot it, take it out real quick, you allow your teammates to attack some easier districts. So hopefully you guys can clear through more raids faster. And then you get more points, and then your clan gets more clan loot, which is awesome. So here we have sort of a centralized rock artillery. We have an exposed air bombs, which we're able to directly target with balloons over the river. Pretty poor position for the air bombs. Then we have we did our 3 balloons on the left-hand side to take out the rocket artillery and that whole section of the base. And then I thought these minions were going to be getting closer and taking out some of these trash buildings, but they did get distracted by the giants. So unfortunately, all these balloons are not going to get too much more value to get closer to the air bombs. But we were able to take out 1 rock artillery and 1 air bombs. We have 1 more pack of balloons to deploy. Just waiting for the minions to clean up that trash building. And we'll take out the spear thrower right in front of the rock artillery so that next attack we can completely destroy the rock artillery. And then we only have to worry about the 2 air bombs on this left-hand side of the base. So I am bringing in, 1 more ram just to help get through a portion of the base for the walls to open up. Going to start with the minions on the left-hand side. You can use a very nice minion trick where you use 1 pack of minions and then 2 packs of balloons to take out our air bombs. The air bombs will lock on to the minions, and your balloons will be able to sneak in and take out the air bombs before it actually can re-target and deal damage to them, which is very, very nice. So now we've taken out both of the air bombs. So all that is left is sort of these back-end sections. We've got the pair of Teslas and a pair of rapid rockets, which can be scary. Luckily in this base they are under-leveled, which is nice. But that's where it is also important. If you have a good amount of balloons alive and they're going through the base, there's a bunch of graveyard skeletons alive as well. Highly recommend holding on to some balloons just in case you need to directly target something that's just going to destroy your balloons on the back end. So there we knew our balloons were fine, so we sent in the last pack of balloons to take out the remaining air defense. Now all we have left is the cleanup. And the other nice thing about this attack is that it is super fast, so even if there are some trash buildings still remaining, you get to watch the balloon and the air skeleton graveyard parade as they march to the last few buildings. Kind of fun to watch. We're able to get the 6,510 plus the 252 points taking out this base. So hopefully this video is helpful. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. Highly recommend using air versus the barbarian camp. Not too many people have air bombs or air traps set to air mode, and a lot of times they're really trying to defend against a ground attack. So if you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Helps me out a bunch. There are a couple more videos on the screen if you want to keep on watching. Until next time, take care.